The weight of history, Harris's run for the White House. Kamala Harris's 2024 presidential campaign is a moment of truth for America. As the first female vice president, her run for the Oval Office is historic. The stakes are high and the eyes of the nation are upon her. This election cycle is not just about policy, it's about identity, representation, and the future of American democracy. Can Harris unite a fractured electorate and chart a new course for the nation? Healthcare, immigration, and the economy are at the forefront of this election. Navigating the healthcare labyrinth. Healthcare remains a contentious issue in American politics, and the 2024 election is no different. Harris faces the daunting task of navigating a complex web of competing interests and deeply held beliefs. On one side, there are calls for a complete overhaul of the current system, with advocates for Medicare for all pushing for universal coverage. On the other side, there are those who favor a more incremental approach, focusing on lowering costs and expanding access within the existing framework. Harris has positioned herself as a pragmatist, advocating for a path to universal coverage that builds upon the Affordable Care Act. Her approach seeks to expand access while preserving choice for Americans, a delicate balancing act that aims to bridge the divide between competing visions. The fault lines of immigration. Immigration is another issue fraught with political landmines. The United States has long grappled with its identity as a nation of immigrants, and the debate over border security, pathways to citizenship, and the treatment of undocumented immigrants continues to rage. Harris has taken a strong stance on immigration, calling for a pathway to citizenship for dreamers and advocating for comprehensive immigration reform. Her position aligns with the Democratic Party's platform and resonates with many voters, particularly in key swing states with large immigrant populations. However, her stance on immigration has also drawn criticism from both sides of the aisle. Harris's challenge lies in striking a balance between advocating for humane and compassionate policies, while addressing the legitimate concerns of those who worry about border security and the rule of law. Voices from the think tanks. Policy experts across the political spectrum have weighed in on Harris's stances on healthcare and immigration, offering a range of perspectives on her proposals. On healthcare, some analysts argue that Harris's approach of building on the Affordable Care Act is a pragmatic one that could garner bipartisan support. Others are more skeptical, arguing that Harris's plan would lead to higher costs, longer wait times, and a decrease in the quality of care. On immigration, experts commend Harris for her focus on finding a pathway to citizenship for dreamers, aligning with the views of a majority of Americans. However, they caution that any successful immigration reform effort will require compromise from both sides of the aisle. Gauging the public mood. Public opinion on Kamala Harris is as diverse as the nation itself. Recent polling data paints a complex picture of Harris's standing with the electorate. While she enjoys strong support among Democratic voters, particularly African Americans and women, she faces an uphill battle in winning over independent and moderate voters. Some polls indicate that voters are drawn to her experience as a prosecutor and her tough stance on crime, while others suggest that they are more interested in her positions on issues like healthcare and climate change. The outcome of the 2024 election will depend in large part on her ability to connect with voters on a personal level and convince them that she understands their concerns and offers a vision for the future that they can believe in. The verdict of 2024, a defining chapter. The 2024 presidential election will be a defining chapter in Kamala Harris's political career. As the first female vice president, she has already made history, but her run for the White House carries immense weight and even greater potential. Her ability to navigate these issues, to articulate clear and concise solutions, and to connect with voters on a personal level will determine her fate. The verdict of 2024 will not only shape Harris's legacy, but also have profound implications for the future of American democracy.